Hello children, this is Vishal Pandey and I welcome you all in my YouTube class. So as I have left the class today, we have to start the Anglo-Maratha Wars. So I have already discussed that how Maratha War was started from 1775 and it lasted up to 1818. So let us begin with this lecture. Three Anglo-Maratha wars were fought between 1775 and 1818. How many? Three Maratha wars. This you have to keep this in your mind. The British supported the aging Raghunath Rao for the post of Peshwa, while the rest of the Marathas under the leadership of Nana Fadnavis were in favor of the young Madhav Rao II. So ultimately Britishers were doing what? Which policy they were using? Divide and rule. This resulted in the first Anglo-Maratha war. After fighting for almost 4 years, the British were forced to acknowledge Madhav Rao II as the Peshwa. After the death of Nana Fadnavis in 1800, the Maratha chiefs started fighting openly among themselves. So what Britishers did, so they finally succeeded in making Madhav Rao II as the Marathas Peshwa. So what this you have to keep in your mind. After the death of Nana Fadnavis in 1800, when Nana Fadnavis died in 1800, the Marathas chiefs started fighting openly among themselves. So when Nana Fadnavis dies, Marathas chiefs started fighting among themselves for the sake of that post, which is called Peshwa. The British took advantage of this and comprehensively defeated the Marathas in the Third Anglo-Maratha War in 1817, from 1817 to 1818. This war was very important, the Third Anglo-Maratha War, because Britishers defeated Maratha completely in this war. The post of the Peshwa was abolished and large parts of the Maratha kingdom were annexed by the British. This marked the virtual end of Maratha rule in India. So ultimately Britishers used divide and rule policy and they were succeeded in it, and because of their policy, Maratha fought among each others, and ultimately their post was demolished. Peshwa's post was demolished. So this was a brief history of Marathas. 3 wars they fought. So you can go through this lecture and you can understand each and everything. Now let us begin with the conquest of Mysore, because Mysore was a kingdom where history is related upon, because you will get to know how Tipu Sultan came in existence and how he fought bravely. We will understand each and everything. They also fought, like you are getting here, Anglo-Maratha wars. They also fought Anglo-Mysore battle. They fought Anglo-Mysore wars were there, which took place in late 18th century. We will understand it. Let us begin. The stiffest opposition in British power in South India came from the state of Mysore in 1761. Hyder Ali, who was Hyder Ali? Father of Tipu Sultan. So this is what you have to keep in your mind. Tipu Sultan's father name was Hyder Ali. So Hyder Ali, a soldier, seized the throne of Mysore from its ruler Chika Krishna Raj. Under Hyder Ali and his son Tipu Sultan, Mysore was transformed into a powerful kingdom. So under Tipu Sultan as well as his father Hyder Ali, Mysore was the powerful kingdom forever. So they built up a powerful and modern army and challenged the might of the Marathas and the Mughals. So ultimately they were also in need to explore their kingdom throughout Nizam, throughout Marathas, throughout Hyderabad and all. So ultimately they used to, each and every children, you should know this, every king wants to explore his kingdom in terms of power, in terms of population, in terms of area and all. So when the British started taking an interest in the Carnatic, they came face to face with the rising power of Hyder Ali. 4 battles were fought between the British and the kingdom of Mysore. How much? 4. How many? 4. Let us understand. The Anglo-Mysore was, starting from 1766 and ending at 1799 to the death of Tipu Sultan. So ultimately in 1799, Tipu Sultan was killed by Britishers. Let us understand. As part of his attempts to expand his kingdom, Hyder Ali defeated the forces of East India Company and besieged Madras in 1769. So Hyder Ali was a very great warrior. He was a very brave warrior. So he used to fight in terms of exploring his kingdom. The British agreed to help Hyder Ali in case of an attack from the Marathas. However, when the Marathas attacked Mysore in 1771, the British failed to come to Hyder Ali's help, and angry Hyder Ali swore never to trust the British again. So British and Hyder Ali was involved in treaty, and Britishers promised Hyder Ali that they will help Hyder Ali when Marathas will attack on on Mysore itself. When Maratha attacked on Mysore in 1771, Britishers took their steps back. They don't help, and Hyder Ali was very much angry at this step of Britishers. So Hyder Ali found Britishers are not believable person. They are unbelievable, and one cannot believe, one cannot have total faith on Britishers. So Hyder Ali understood this when Maratha attacked Hyder Ali's Mysore, and he got no support from Britishers. In 1782, Hyder Ali died, leaving his son Tipu Sultan to carry on the fight. In the Third Anglo-Mysore War 1790-92, Lord Cornwallis, the Governor General at that time, who was, now this question is very important, sometimes it asks in examination that who was Governor General of Bengal during the Third Anglo-Mysore War held in 1790 to 1792. So he was Lord Cornwallis. Entered into an alliance with the Marathas and the Nizam of Hyderabad. Their joint forces defeated Tipu Sultan, and 2 of his sons were taken hostage by British. So Britishers, Lord Cornwallis, in collaboration with Marathas and Nizam of Hyderabad, these 3 powers collaborated, integrated, and they defeated Tipu, and ultimately Tipu's 2 sons were confiscated, and they were arrested by Britishers. In 1799, the British defeated Tipu at Srirangapatnam in the 4th Anglo-Mysore War. Tipu died. So ultimately Tipu was defeated in the year 1799, and that was the 4th Anglo-Mysore War in which Tipu died. You can see the portrait of Tipu Sultan. This is the portrait of Tipu Sultan. So I hope you all understood this. So now in next video I am going to start the strategies of Britishers, how their strategies they built up, and how they prepare their strategies, how they execute those strategies. We are going to discuss each and everything. I'm going to give you some questions. You have to do it in your notebook, and I'm going to give you some notes how you can write some notes on these topics. So wait for that notes and wait for the questions as well. Till then, take care and bye bye.